First monthly conquest to you walloping Wallaces. Let's get it. Let's shoot under par.
So we're out here today at Woodsboro Disc Golf Park in Maryland. Kevin and I are taking on this course to see if we can try to break par on their professional layout, which is greens to whites. And we are collectively rated 904 together. So our goal is, as this season and this challenge continues to go on, we're going to try to improve our rating, and then hopefully that's going to make us need to drop our scores on these professional level rated layouts lower and lower. But for today, we're just going to try to break par. So right now we've got hole one. It's 381 uphill, so probably playing close to 400. And I'm going to let Kevin tee us off first.
All right, guys. First throw on the camera. Trace. To the left.
All right, puts us out there. All right, so I'm going to start out with a fission dimension. I'm trying to go lightweight, understable-ish disc, but that's fast. That's going to put me up either to the right or straight, not to the left, since there's a big giant ditch over there. And that's pretty much just straight.
Space race range. Let's park this bad boy. Hopefully not down the hill. Oh no, it's too far right.
I'm just going to chip us up with the berg. I'm going to come from the left to right, hopefully not fall down the hill.
That's looking good.
That's also very short.
Very short. Still
Yeah.
a death putt, but we got it. All right, here we go. First putt for monthly challenge. Bang those chains. Nope. Ugh!
Like a 25 to 28 footer here.
Get it there.
There
Yeah,
we go.
Brandon.
There we go.
All right, hole two. We have 484 from the green tees to the white basket, par 4. I'm going to go patent pending dimension here. There's a hill on the right side that you typically don't want to go down. It's the same hill that was playing off to the left on hole 1. Push something straight. All right, 1.
All right, I'm going to go fission dimension here. I want something that's got a little bit of flip to it if it can, but I want stability. I'm going to try to get it out over that mid tee pad that's out there, and then see if we can get something that keeps pushing but then gets back to the left. Stable up. Just drifted too much.
Down the hill we go. Okay.
All right, so we decided to play Kevin's. Mine was down over that hillside, but we were going to need like 500 feet of power to even get anywhere up over that hill into the basket. So Kevin's going to try a big hyzer play here for us.
Eagle McMahon, thrill. Let's make this thrilling.
Lost it. There it is. All right.
Hopefully it's set.
That didn't sound like it's stuck in a tree. All right, so now that Kevin's got up there a bit, I'm going to go for a big skip play, see if we can get something to get up under the tree limbs there. Let's see if I can execute this. Nope, sent it. Ugh.
Oh, well, that thing is smoked. All right, we were able to make it edge of circle here. Putt for birdie.
Attaboy.
You want to lead off?
Thanks to Kevin on that last hole, we just secured our first birdie with his spike hyzer and his putt. Now we're looking at a 315-foot hole. We're going down this gap, it looks like, and then we got to go wide right over to that white basket, which you can see right through there. So I'm going to tee off first this time. I'm going to go for the forehand route down the big main gap, see what we can hopefully push over with this Raptor. And then I think Kevin's going to try to use his backhand skills to get us a backhand down the local pro route.
There it is.
Big skip.
Dude, great drive.
All right, so we got a long look for 2, possible 3.
Perfect position. All right, I got a tight little tunnel gap that I'm going to try and hit backhand. I'm going to go with the trail. Should push forward, go towards the right a little bit. I just need to get by several trees. And I yanked it. Terrible. Don't watch. How'd you kids?
We are rusty. We'll throw that out there.
All right. I'm going to try and throw this in with the range. Try to get it there. Oh no, the kiss of death. That was online.
All right, so I'm going to try to throw in or at least get it close. Forehand with the Berg X. There is that Y tree right out there on the left side of the basket that's en route to the basket. So that's the one thing I got to miss as far as distance-wise. Low. All right, we're putting. And there's par. We are currently 1 under par. We're looking at 489 feet. This hole is a big old S-turn. So you snake up to the right and then the basket sits over on the left. I'm going to try to go backhand turnover, big backhand turnover with the passion. See if we can get up on the fairway up there.
Oh, that's looking good. Yes, Brandon.
That might be all right if that's not in the right side woods.
People don't realize how steep this hill is. This camera does not do it justice. I'm going to go same route, backhand turnover, fission dimension. Should be able to push up, drift towards the right there. It's up there. I think it's just shorter than Brandon's.
We'll see who's better. All right, so UDisc is telling us we got about 313 feet left to the basket after climbing up that hill on the first throw.
Dimension. Try to push as straight as I can with a finish off to the left. Oh, that's too straight.
Big skip.
All right, opposite direction of where we needed. Look at those nice Upper Park Rebel bags.
Thank you.
Where'd you get yours?
From Upper Park. All right, I'm going to go with my heavier Grace. I'm going to try to keep it on a slight little bit of hyzer so that I don't get carried over by the headwind in the hill. Yeah.
Oh, that's looking good. Fade.
That's all right. We just needed the distance on that shot.
Yes, sir. All right. Gonna do what I failed to do last hole. Range. Ugh.
Nice try. Just because of the distance here and the branch right above me, I'm going to go forehand Berg right at the basket again. This is like a primo opportunity to try to get another birdie since there's such a backboard with the elevation behind the basket.
Let's see some of that. Brando magic.
Oh, just right again. All right.
We'll settle for par. Great upshot here.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and POV tap this out.
All right, hole 5. It says 407 on UDisc. On the sign, it says 428. Judging from the looks down there, it looks closer to 428, but this is screaming a trail shot. Push straight, have it drift off to the right. Let's get a better rip into this one. Oh, well, it drifted over to the right.
All right, so whole look, this screams stable forehand for me. So I'm gonna go with my Sergeant here, try to just push it straight down this middle gap, see if I can get it to flip up a little bit and then cut out to the right. Oh, too straight and too low. Oh boy, we got work cut out for us on this one.
Did we mention that we're noodle arms? We're picking Brandon's lie. He made it further up. We're pretty much by the red tees, which is right over there, but still not any easier. Pretty much jail. We have a couple trees to make it by.
Yep, I'm just gonna try to see if we can fillet a forehand for as much distance as possible here to get us our par 4.
Hit a tree.
Something, it ain't great.
All right. I'm going to try to also do a forehand. A couple branches here. Kind of annoying, but we'll see. All right, we pushed up, which is fine. Time to get into position. Going proxy. Gonna try and go straight at it. It's a tight little tunnel here. Perfect. Get through. Ah!
I am taking the left side gap hyzer route. I'm going splice, something fast and overstable. Gonna pop it out there and let the disc try to get enough carry to finagle us up to the basket with some ground play. I nipped that tree.
Outside the circle. We got a long bid to save par. But big time players make big time putts.
Get in.
Ah!
Oh, good bid, dude. All right. I like straddle putts.
The master disaster. The putting genius. Oh! All right, 2 good bids. I guess that puts us back at even. All right, we have hole 6 here, 370, 369, par 3. It's going to be down this hill, off to the right. I'm going to try and do a backhand, turn over, let it drift with the fission dimension, all the way down towards the right side.
Go, baby, go.
I think I might be parked.
Since he thinks he's parked and threw a pretty good shot, I'm going to try a new disc in my bag, the Discraft Cicada. 7 speed, 6 glide. Numbers say it's going to be neutral. I'm going to see if I can get on a little bit of Anheuser and get it to hold. Nope.
Hold the door!
Cut it too much.
Hold the door!
Hey, maybe we got a sweet roller.
All right. Tapping in, birdie. Or not.
I was going to joke about it, and then I was like, oh, I better not. All right, well, at least he parked us.
Tapping, birdie.
Woo! So this hole, number 7, we are looking at 375. There was a lot of descent down to the right, so discs are going to want to get pulled that way. So I'm going to try to throw something down this right side gap, right over top of that stump. Something that's pretty stable, or at least on a slight bit of hyzer, and just pushes forward. Let's go with the Grace again, my heavier one. Right over the stump.
Good.
As long as that sits and doesn't roll down the hill, that was pretty good tee off.
Just basing off of Brandon's shot, I think we have pretty good position. So I'm going to actually try and push this left side gap, let it turn with the trace.
Ooh.
It should fall back over towards the right, hopefully not down the hill.
Turn.
Or just go really, really straight.
Black ace.
All right, I'm gonna try and pitch this down with the range. Hopefully it just sits right there.
This is a lot of decline, and that basket is sitting on a cliff edge.
Should be perfect. Sit down. All right, we should be parked.
Is it sat?
Yeah.
The people need to know.
I think we're sitting on the toilet.
That means I am chipping down with my Berg X to hopefully get us helicoptered right under the basket. Ooh, I kind of almost ran it.
Redeemed myself for the putt miss that I had. I think there's a par 4. So I think there's a putt for birdie. Oh, short. And the nasty roll away.
Nasty roll away.
Depression. That's all that is. My savior. To save me from all the depression.
All right. This basket's up a little bit, so I need to make sure I get this up. There we go.
Bangers. Yeah. The victory walk. The Messiah. The flex. People don't know, but he just farted. Good putt, dude.
Thanks.
All right, hole 8, 396 par 4. You want to push straight and up the hill to the right. The basket's all the way up to the right. I believe on a ledge from what I can remember. I'm
Yeah.
going to try and go a backhand turnover route with a proton time lapse. Get it to drift over to the right, eventually finish off to the left.
Yeah, pretty clean.
A little bit straighter than what I wanted, but that should open up a hyzer line. Brandon's going power forehand up the gap to
Yep.
push us further up to the right.
Yep. Gonna see what I can bite off for us. Beautiful. Now break.
All right,
Oh,
it's up there.
pushed it a little too straight.
You do a one finger forehand, correct?
Yeah, with drivers. Yeah, one finger. But I
Yeah.
want to work into two finger stack this year. But yeah, one finger on drivers, two finger stacked on mids and putters.
I think Gavin Babcock is the one pro that also does a one finger forehand, beastly forehand too.
Yeah, that's correct.
What do you feel like is the biggest benefits of using a one finger versus two finger or stack grip?
The last time I tried to start working on two finger stacked with drivers, the driver rims are so thin that I feel like my two fingers being in there doesn't allow me to get my wrist cocked back as much for some reason. It almost like limits my ability. So I just didn't like it immediately, so I went right back to one finger.
Gotcha.
With intent to work on it at a later date, and then I'm like 2 seasons later still using one finger. So
And since your forehands are very, very solid, any tips that you would give to a person who's trying to learn better forehands?
one of the major things that I took from Paul Ulibarri is that when you're getting the disc to come out of your hand at that last hit point, you really want to try to internally and cognitively be aware of where that disc is coming off the finger. So you're not just like throwing a baseball with every part of your hand. You're really focusing on that last point of contact on the disc so that you're trying to get that exactly where you're aiming and you're not just like firing it all over the place.
Gotcha.
That's my biggest tip.
Good tips. Something that I'll probably use because my forehand is still a work in progress. Straight up, a little bit to the left. I'm going to go overstable putter. Got my entropy in hand. Just put it out there. Should drift to the left.
Nice and smooth.
Should have a putt.
Hopefully on the bank. So after taking a look at where the basket is, it looks like it's about 40 feet long of the sign up there on the left. So I'm going to go splice, try to just throw something super overstable straight out there and then let it bite over. Yeah, hopefully that keeps us in a good spot. I ended up eyeballing that and executing pretty good. We got us a tap in here. Oh, teaches splice how to hit chains.
We're at hole 9, 538 feet, downhill par 3. I'm going to take a patent pending dimension, put this out over this beautiful view over here, get it more towards the trees, let it dump towards the left. Get out of the trees. Oh, yeah. That was a rip.
All right, I'm gonna take a fission time lapse. I'm gonna try to aim right at the bottom left corner of this green pine tree out here, and then hopefully that's gonna get the disc to break wide left at the end of its flight. I put it up in the air,
Get it out of
sailed
the
it.
tree.
No bueno. All right, retrievable.
All right. Still well short of the basket on this par 3. So I'm going to have to push down the hill a little bit more. But I'm going to go at it with the range here. Pretty much straight at it. Give it a nice little bid. Oh, that's going to turn too much.
Putting just a little too much Annie.
Yeah. The range is also more understable than the Berg. Anybody who's getting the new Cosmic Neutron range, that came out February 12th. Still understable compared to the Eclipse plastic. Both are pretty similar in flight characteristics.
I'm just gonna chip the Berg X up to the basket there. Try to get us our tap in. I short shanked it.
Should still be good.
Yeah, we got a putt. I didn't pull through all
See
the
one
way.
putt. So good.
There we go.
He's so good, ladies and folks.
So this hole looks like you just need to really bite off a lot of straight distance and then maybe finish to the right a little bit. So I'm going to try my Fission Dimension here and try to get it to pop out on the slightest bit of hyzer, flip up, and then maybe get a little bit of turn. Hole 10 is 509.
Oh, that is looking so good.
I'll
Ooh,
take
good
it.
tree kick.
Hey,
Yeah, good tree kick.
I'll take all that.
Also, sweet hat, dude.
Thanks, man.
Who are you repping?
Camber Disc Golf out of
All right.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to probably follow the same flight path as Brandon. I'm going to try and do it with this trail here. Oh, too much.
Too much.
All right, you gyrating giraffes. Thank you for making it here to hole 10 with us. We're actually going to do a nice little treat for you guys. Brandon and I are going to play CTP challenge on hole 10. This is the red tee. We have an elevated basket right over there. And for those of you who are still sticking with us, we are actually going to do a disc giveaway. The way to win the disc is to write down in the comments below for this video. All you have to do is just put whoever won the CTP and what disc they threw. I am going to go with my proxy. I'm going to go straight at it.
So Kevin is throwing the proxy.
Make Brandon sweat a little bit. That needs to sit.
Too much?
Too far. Oh, all right. I'm on the island.
Great bid. In that case, I'm going to throw Berg X. Big surprise.
Berg X. Made it
Ah,
past the tree.
I did not put any oomph into that at all.
It's short. And if you guys can see little speckles falling down from the sky, that is not from Chernobyl ashes. That is actually snow coming down on us.
All right, guys. So Kevin is the winner of the CTP giveaway throw off here. Not only was he the closest, he was the only one of the two of us that actually made the island. So Kevin and his proxy.
All right, we have still quite a ways to go. The pin position is actually far down and all the way to the left. It's actually on a hill over there. So we do need something that's pretty far pushing that will get over towards the left side. I'm going to go my more stable dimension here. Try to put it out straight, let it get over.
We also now have snow.
I think that's well short early.
I'm going to go Enforcer here. This is my overstable forehand disc, but backhand as well sometimes. Oh boy, try not to roll my ankle on that hole. All right, we need something that's going to be slightly high, penetrating left. I was worried about the foot.
Yeah.
Look at this hole.
That landed middle of the fairway here. This is for birdie. Nice little uphill hill putt. Hopefully no rollaways, not like any of my other putts today. Gave it a bid.
All right, another uphill. A lot of them are uphill here. Got to get it up.
Oh, that looked like that was in.
Thought I had
What
it.
a teaser. All right, Brandon's just going to tap us out for a par there. We got a 4. But yeah, if you guys are making it through here, stay tuned for the disc selection giveaway. We'll be able to let you know at the end of the video. All right, guys, we are at hole 11. This sign says 411, but UDisc says 356 par 5. So this one's a little bit tricky. One that Brandon and I have been dreading a little bit throughout this round. It is severely uphill. I don't know if the video is going to really show the slope, but it is severely uphill. You want to kind of make your way through the trees, but the basket is going to be off towards the right. You still have to get right, push straight to that basket. I'm going to go a Fission Dimension on a backhand turnover. I do have a tiny little gap that I'm going for, this right side gap. If I can make it through, that should turn us and put us in really, really good position. Made the gap, but did not turn and stabled out.
I'm just going to try to get us into the landing zone with a forehand. Hopefully on the left side of this light brown tree and then pushing to the right. Nope.
Ooh, almost knocked down that tree. Made it easier for our fellow disc golfers in future rounds. All right, going my favorite disc, fairway, Tesla. Try to hit the center gap, push forward and to the left. We still have quite a bit of distance to chew. Missed that tree. No.
I'm going over stable fairway as well. Try to get up this hill a bit and then force over to the left. I'm going honor. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Get off
get the
that.
skip, baby. Oh,
Still hit something.
we do have a little bit of a giant, well, not a little bit, but a big tree that we're kind of stuck behind. Basket's off to the right over there. Brandon's gonna try and forehand.
Yeah, all I really have in my arsenal is a step out Annie forehand. Try to bite off some distance. We're just gonna have to try to get lucky and get through these trees. Too much roll or angle. You hear what Kevin's looking at, which is not much.
Probably not the smartest play, but there are some tiny branches, twigs. I'm going to see if I can just rip an overstable fairway through, push straight enough, and land towards the left. I'm going to have to juice this a little bit. Oh, and I made it through, but hit that tree.
This is for par.
All right, left us a putt to save par.
That's
over
that.
there.
In a headwind, I got to run this as well since he's parked. Nope.
Little kiss.
Tree nine. All right, hole 12, 357. This is a par 3. Last hole was a par 5, so we were actually tapping in for our par 5, not long putting for par 4. I am going to try to get this time lapse to hit the gap and turn to the right a little bit. The basket is on the hill, but there is a gully that you have to get over, and it is a lot of downhill off to the right if you get knocked over that way.
I'm going to go backhand turnover a little bit more towards the left side gap. Vision dimension. Push it straight. Let it glide to the right. Hopefully it doesn't go too far right. Oh, no. Oh, it looks so good. I just saw the tree kick it all the way right. Basket straight ahead, but we do have some contending low ceiling branches that we have to kind of get past. I'm going to try and pump a servo straight at it. Hopefully get up there, save our par. Not far enough.
All right, I'm going to try to do a chop flexing forehand up there with the splice just to break off distance and hopefully have some sort of control. Not enough.
Bit stiff forward though.
I think the snow is really starting to take its toll.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but it is really coming down now.
Getting some snow accumulation on the bag and bag cart here. Yay, Pennsylvania and Maryland weather.
Going at it with the range.
We'll C2 putt here.
Forehand it. Oh, well, I'm parked.
You gave it the beans. Oh, I yanked it too. Oh, I gave it the better speed that time, but too much
wrist action.
Yep.
All right, it's cold. It's snowing. Got to get the juices flowing. I did not mean to rhyme, but I'm a lyrical genius. We are at hole 13, 294. Straight out with to the left. Proton time lapse. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, baby. Damn it. A lot of trees out here.
All right, I'm going to try to go Old Faithful here with my heavier grace. See if we can get a slight hyzer pushing line, same direction as Kevin. Everything is so wet. These are like really small snowflakes, but they're just melting as soon as they hit almost. Oh, that was real hyzer. Yeah, I got hit by a tree and shoved left.
All right.
And Kevin just suffered a catastrophe. Set his bag down and it toppled over and everything tried to roll down this hill. The basket is straight down this log. You can see the pin right there.
Woo. All right. I think I got it.
Looks like a putter up shot all day.
A little bit of headwind right to left. It's up there.
That should be good.
We should have a putt.
A putter. A little flat and lofty. That was not lofty because I slipped. But we're down there.
You might have to come over here. I might miss my putt. Just kidding. All right, hole 14. We have 555 feet, par 4. You want to push straight through. If you can see right down the middle of the fairway, there's a tree pointing straight. Unfortunately, if that tree wasn't there, this would make the hole so much easier. I'm going to try and pump a trail straight down off the right side of that. Left side, but straight down. Good kick to the fairway.
I'm just going to try to get us downfield with a forehand here.
Ooh.
Fairway.
Good rollout. Yeah.
Weak sauce, though.
Middle of the fairway. Still got quite a ways to go. Basket's all the way down, straight and to the right. We have to beat a lot of trees. We're going to try and flex forehand this dimension here. A little bit cooked over.
All right, I'm going to try to go slight flex forehand with my enforcer. This is my overstable forehand disc. Okay, little tree hit, but it got a lot of penetrating push and glide to the left, but upstream. So Kev, last year was your first year playing tournament disc golf, where you actually played tournaments for like a whole season. What was your main goal, and what do you think was the biggest thing you learned from last year?
I was freaking out. I'm just kidding. Biggest thing that I was learning from last year was the consistency. Obviously, as you move up in the divisions, MA4, MA3, MA2, now I'm playing in MA1, the consistency is just always on another level the more you move up divisions. Making sure that you're playing smart disc golf, usually casually. I tend to have a little bit too much fun, try out wonky shots, try to break down holes as best as I can. But in tournaments, you don't really have that. You really want to make the smart decision every single time, right disc selection, so that you can maximize birdie chances, or even playing for par. Some courses, playing for par is all you actually really need to do to get wins. I learned a lot that if you can pretty much keep a bogey-free card for your tournaments, you're sitting pretty high up there in the standings. But the consistency round to round is what's going to really push you forward. Of course, the more you play, it's like any other sport. The more you play, the more your form gets better. You start getting a little bit more consistent. You start putting better. But yeah, those are the biggest things I learned was playing smarter and playing more consistent. All right, little upshot. Gonna forehand a Tesla here. Got to keep it nice and flat. A little bit to the left.
I'm going to try to get an upshot here with a Raptor. This hole's too short for a Raptor, but with the snow and the low ceiling, I'm going to try to keep this low and a little faster than I normally would. I'd like to go zone, but the snow is really messing with my grip. And
oh, Brandon.
Parked it. Almost flashed the chains.
Oh, that was such a beautiful throw.
Thank you.
Too easy. Easy peasy lemon
I like
squeezy.
easy putts. Those are very nice.
Brandon, what's a big putting tip that you have for people?
I mean, honestly, the only way you're going to get real good at putting is to do a lot of it. As soon as you start to become non-fearful of putting, putting gets a lot easier. Then you actually are like aiming at the basket and like trying to putt with precision versus like hoping and praying when it comes out of your hand. So the more you do it, the more you're going to get comfortable with actually trying to drill the basket.
All right. We got hole 15 here, 296 feet. If you can see down the little tight tunnels of trees over there, somewhere you'll find the white basket. I do have a tight little tunnel down here. I'm going to try and throw my trail, push it straight, hopefully end up towards the right. But it's all about making it through the trees with this course. Oh, that's looking great. Keep going. Oh!
That's all right. That's all right, dude. You broke us off a lot of distance. So normally I would try to go forehand here and just bite off down the middle and see what I can get. Um, Kevin threw a pretty good shot and got us some distance, so I'm going to see if I can get my insanity to do some play through the woods and get us down there.
Oh, that might find a line. Brandon's big
Ah,
head.
sorry.
He's insane.
I just got kicked. I just got kicked right.
Let's try and give this a nice, healthy bid. Probably going to jump putt this, get it forward. That's high. It's there.
Putters are wet. I got a wide open lane down this right side, so as long as I get between these two trees, I can give myself a long hyzer diving putt. Ah, not enough.
Good line.
Yeah, just parked it. No bid.
All right, we have hole 16 here, 518 feet. Once again, straight down, off to the right. I am actually stabling up a little bit. I feel like slight turn, but ending off to the left might be a good landing spot to get a clear shot for our second. I'm going streamline trace here. Oh, man. Trees, trees, trees.
They come out so nice and then just splat. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this fission time lapse to kind of ante over for me and then flex back towards the fairway. I gotta try not to pull this over my body. That's always my major mistake when I try to do something like this. Took the super sneaky gap on the far left that I didn't intend to.
The Mr. Local, not so local here.
Yeah.
I am going to try and do a backhand anti-flex shot. Let me just
Okay.
line this up. The only problem that I see is that in the middle over there, they do have some branches that I'm going to have to try and beat with this. So I guess we'll see. Flex out of it. All right, well, we're center fairway.
I'm gonna try to go for the flex forehand down this wide open gap on the right that now I'll probably miss. I can't grip anything confidently.
All right, nice little hyzer, skip up to the basket, just park us for a nice little tap. And I'm going to go with a Proton Soft Tempo, which should work out very, very nicely in this winter snow. Too much.
Plinko. I'm just gonna try to chip up with my berg here. Looks like I got one tree in my line to miss. Plus those ones. For par.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good doubles partner.
Yeah.
Finish my putts.
17, 375. This hole is very downhill, but down to the left. So I'm gonna go overstable explorer, see if we can pump something and get us a look down at the bottom.
Oh, that's looking great, Brando.
Nipped the tree, but we're still down there. Hello.
We got a little furry friend.
Got a bear.
Got a group rocking out next to us. They're also playing. All right, I'm gonna bump up the speed a little bit. I'm gonna go my patent pending dimension. Same thing like Brandon. Push straight up over the hill. Finish off left.
White disc never to be seen again.
Great drive by Brandon. Put us into a nice position. Got a little bit of a downhill putt. Push it out straight.
Get there.
Not enough distance, but that's a par putt.
All right, Kev's putt left us with a favorable finish, so that gives me the green light to try to go ahead and run this, even if I blow by it. I just need to actually get it there. And just short.
Got a par.
Man, I just want to blast something.
Do it.
All right.
Hole 18. We have 384, par 3.
Par
Brandon
3.
is feeling saucy.
I'm feeling saucy. My grip's not. My grip feels like there's sauce on the disc. But
spit on that thing.
Hot. All right. I'm going to see what I can do about getting this time lapse to just get down there. Slipped. But we got a good pull.
Oh, yeah.
Get left.
It's going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great skips, dude.
Good slip.
Good slip.
Good slip.
What are the chances that this is going to burn over? It's definitely going to burn over. I don't trust it in the slightest. All right. All right. Streamline trace.
We got a little sleet with our snow now. I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but it is sleeting.
You want to know what else we'll hear on camera? Tree hit.
We already knew. Trying to take my line.
Yeah, I think we're taking yours.
Can you hear it? All right.
The worlds to win.
To win, he says. Wet and slippery.
There we go. That's
all
a birdie.
day.
Good putt.
Good hole.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Wow.
All right, we're just finishing up. We finished our round of Woodsboro, the green tees to the long baskets. Brandon and I, we actually finished -2 on the round, beating our course conquest for this month of Woodsboro with a goal set for -1. The round rating is 269. All right. If you guys want us to play any courses that you guys have in mind in the DMV or Pennsylvania area, feel free to leave it in the comments. Brandon and I are definitely going to try and make it out there. We'll try to compile a list and try to make it through all those courses. If you liked any of the discs that both Brandon and I were throwing, feel free to click on the link in the description below just to check them out if you guys want to pick them up yourselves. For those who stayed around for the end of the YouTube video, the ones who are going to comment CTP winner and also the disc will be winning an Electron Nomad. It's the Necromancer stamp from DFX with the COA included over there. The weight is 174. Just comment down on the comments below the video. If we have multiple people that are commenting at the same time, we'll put them through a randomizer. Reach out to the person. You can reach us out via the Discord that we have inside the Circle DG. That way we can get this sent over to you. All right, guys. Have a good one and stay safe from this snow.